Hi, everybody. Welcome back for day 2 of the 5-day challenge, Accelerate Your Job Search. I'm very excited to see you guys again today and to read about your resumes and to take a look at some of the resumes that you guys sent me yesterday. So yay for that. And I know that's an ongoing job. It takes some time to get your resume where you want it to be, but we have to start. We have to just get started. Even doing these videos, I jot down a few notes. Let's just get started. I'm not going to sit here and read a script or try to be perfect, because we need to get started. So excited that you guys have gotten started. So today's topic for the challenge is connection. So once you get your resume the way you want it, and again, yes, it is important that it be, I don't want to use the word perfect, because perfect is a terrible word and nothing is ever going to be perfect. You'll never start if you wait for perfect, but your resume needs to be targeted. So if you feel that you've gotten that targeted resume together, certainly start applying for jobs. But I want to talk about applying for jobs. We don't just want to apply for jobs that are advertised. Connection is very important. Connecting to people who can help you with your job search. So, I know you're probably sitting there now thinking, well, she's talking about networking, and I am. However, I don't like the word networking. It reminds me of a bunch of men. And I don't know why I think of men, but I guess because it's an old-fashioned concept that I'm going to describe here. Just a bunch of men, like older men in like ill-fitting suits, with business cards, running around giving each other business cards and, drinking like a watered down drink at happy hour or something, and it's just, not a fun environment. And it's just, it doesn't sound attractive to me, and probably not to you either. So I don't like the word networking. I really like the word connection, because what we really want to do is make true connections with people. So we don't want to just, again, throw the spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. So yes, we want to tell people that we are in the job search mode. We want to tell people that we're looking for a new opportunity. However, we don't want to tell everyone and their mother, because not everyone and their mother is, the right person to tell, right? So we want to try to, again, target who we think the people are who might know someone or something about the type of work that we're looking for. So, think about all of the different pockets of people that So, certainly once you get your LinkedIn profile, the way you want it, because that's also a part of what we talked about in day 1 with content. Once you get your LinkedIn profile the way you want it, certainly you want to build your LinkedIn network. So you want to continue to connect with more people that you think would be good for you to connect with. So take a look at your contacts, some of their connections, ask to be introduced to those people, or also, or just send a note of introduction yourself and try to connect with some of those individuals, whether it's in a particular industry, at a particular company, whatever it might be. You're going to want to go ahead and start building a little bit more, of that community, so that you can really begin to connect with those people. One very important thing to keep in mind, though, and I know this sounds a little contradictory now, is everybody that you meet and everybody that you talk to could be a potential connection. We know who we know, right? So we know who we know at church. We know who our kids' friends are. We know who our friends are. We know where all those people work. We know, where family members work, and, all sorts of neighbors, all sorts of people in other organizations that we belong to, maybe volunteer organizations, professional organizations we might belong to. Maybe we're taking a class in something. There's people in there that might be able to help. So all of the different places that you go and all of the groups of people that are there are potential connections, whether you know it or not. So certainly you want to start with the people that you already know can help you, but you don't want to discount the fact that there are others out there that might be able to. So a couple of things on that. One is, everybody that you talk to about your job search is a potential connection, right? Because we don't always know. So therefore, you need to be 100% professional and positive and targeted in any conversation that you have about your job search. So if you're at the soccer field watching your child play soccer and you're standing there talking to another parent, maybe it's somebody you don't know that well, or maybe it's someone you kind of know a little bit, but not that much about them, and you start telling them that you're looking for a new job. You don't want to complain about your current job. You don't want to complain about your last employer that laid you off unfairly. You don't want to tell them, I'm desperate, I'll just take any job right now. You don't want to tell them that, you're stressed about the job search. Anything negative that you feel about the job search should not be shared with basically anybody except maybe like your mother or your partner. And even them, they don't need to hear it, because the more negative things you talk about, the more negativity you bring to yourself. So if you need to punch a pillow, if you need to scream, in your car with the windows locked, whatever you need to do, if you have stress that you need to get out or negativity that you need to get out, I recommend journaling more than anything. If you really need to work through a pain point or a problem that you're having, with your job search, that's the way to do it, in an introspective way. Don't share any negative feelings, thoughts about your job search with any people at all, because you just don't know who might be a good possible connection for you to help you with the work that you're looking to do. So that's one piece of it. And then the other piece is, you may say, Carol, I don't know that many people in the industry that I'm looking to be in, or I don't know that many people that might be able to help me with my job search. That's probably not true. And once you really do the exercise that we're going to do at the end of this video today, I think you're going to realize that you have a lot more people than you thought you did, because that's what I thought when I first started doing this career coaching business, that I don't have any people in my network that are going to want my coaching. Totally untrue. There's some people that I've coached now who actually were acquaintances, from other places in life, meetup groups that I've been in, or just, other walks of life, other places in my life, those people have come from. So that's been interesting. But the other way that I've drawn more clients and to me and more interest in my work, and same way that you can do with your job search, is to put yourself out there in different places. Join different groups. Start attending meetings of groups maybe that you're in that you haven't been joining. Join meetup groups, join professional organizations, go to some events maybe that your house of worship is doing, or your child's school is doing, or take a class in something that interests you. Just put yourself in different places, because if you are in different places, you will meet different people. That is not to say those people now need to replace the other people in your life, because they surely don't. But in order to mix things up and to find new connections, you need to put yourself out there, whether it be online or ideally even live in person, in new places. As far as online, join LinkedIn groups. Join Facebook groups. There's a lot of very active Facebook groups around job search and particular industries and interests. There's really Facebook groups. There's hundreds, probably thousands of them for everything. So put yourself out there and start making connections. I had a client recently who had been applying for a lot of jobs. Super sharp person. Had been out of work for a little while due to some personal situations that were really totally unavoidable, and actually rather distressing. And so she was overcoming some of those things, and she was really applying for a lot of jobs and not finding what she wanted, but she really started leveraging her connections, and she actually ended up finding a person on LinkedIn who led her to an opportunity that she's applied for. That's been a super great opportunity. So fingers crossed she's going to get that offer, because she flew down to the location to interview for that position, and I definitely think she's going to get the offer. But that opportunity really came from her doing some inside networking, connecting with a person in her network that she sort of knew a little bit, but reached out to. You'd be surprised how helpful people can really be if we give them a chance to help us, because what she did that a lot of us don't do, particularly a lot of us women don't do, is she asked. She just asked. She put herself out there and said, hey, I'm really interested in this company, that you work for. Here's why I'm really interested in it. Again, she was super targeted, because we did that work too. and then put herself out there. And, she was able to get an interview and really go around that process. Now, of course, did she have to still apply online and do all the things? Yes, because everyone has to do that. But she got that inside, attention that she was looking for. So it is very important to connect with the right people. Now, can we do this connection piece in conjunction with actually just applying for jobs that we see posted? Absolutely. I mean, we've all gotten jobs, I know I have, that were just, jobs that we applied to, that were openings. Sure. Do people get jobs like that? Yes, every day. But if you limit yourself to only those positions, you're really missing out on that either unadvertised job market, or you're missing out on getting yourself put to the top of the pile, of that huge stack of resumes. It's not physical stack anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. That huge database of resumes that are coming through in these applicant tracking systems that recruiters and hiring managers are looking at when you're applying online. So if you can get, to the top of that pile, that is golden. So, and these are the types of things that will really cut down on the time of your job search. If you notice, I called this challenge Accelerate Your Job Search. We want to get you the offers that you want, but we want to get them as quickly as possible. We want to move the needle. I am all about action. I will talk about dreamy stuff, and I will talk about finding your dream work and, your inner work and doing your journaling and doing your meditation. And, I do all those sorts of things, think positive, visioning, visualization, affirmations. I do all that stuff every day. And I believe very much in that inner work and that, more spiritual piece of this work. However, we want to get to that action quick. I am a no nonsense, get to the action kind of girl. So that's why I want, this challenge really to help you guys to move the needle quickly. So once you have that content in place, and again, just do it. Don't stress over it. Just do it. Send it to me. Get it as good as you can get it. So that you're targeted and that your resume and your assets are screaming what you want. And then start telling people about it. Start talking about yourself. Start sharing in a positive way your excitement about your job search, about this target that you've created for yourself, and about this new life that you want to have. That positivity is infectious, and anybody that knows anything about a potential job lead for you will be so excited to present you for that, because you will get them excited and thinking about, how they might be able to help you, instead of them going home and saying, wow, I talked to Mary at the soccer field today and she's so negative and miserable, she'll never find a job. Because that's what people will say. And they're right. You're going to really extend the period of time of the job search, and also of just your general anxiety and distress over it, by not taking control of it and being positive about it. If you have the right target for what you are looking to do, and you do have the skills and experience to support that, you will get the offers that you want. I promise you that you will. You just need to take these steps and be very actionable about it. And, just try to keep that confidence level high. Confidence and courage are something that I also talk about a lot in my one-on-one program. In that Smart Chicks Guide to Career Happiness is all about that stuff as well. There's a lot in there about confidence and courage. I share a lot of stories in there of my own lack of confidence and lack of courage and all the fears, that I had about making changes in my career. So, I'm very transparent about that stuff as well. So, and we made it through this video with no squeaking. My dog today decided to lay down and be a good boy, although he is the sweetest little thing. And I am so blessed to be able to be home with both of my dogs every day. Again, that's a huge part of my career happiness. So I'm really excited to see, what you guys do with this connection thing today. So what I would really like to see you do, and, what I would like to have you post in the comments is the results of this exercise. So please sit down when you have time today. And again, don't make this a big complicated project. This stuff is all really simple. Just do it. Sit down and make a list of all of the people in all of your different buckets of places that you spend time. So whether it's former coworkers, people on LinkedIn that you're connected to, neighbors, friends, people at your house of worship, people that you know through your children, people that you know through your spouse or partner, people that from organizations you belong to. You get the idea. Think about all your buckets, all the places you go, all the things you do in life, all your hobbies, all your interests and activities. Make a list of 10 people. I think you can make a list of 100 people, but come up, and I know you don't believe me, but I totally did this, and I think I had like 200 people, and this was before I even started this business. So you know people, and your Facebook friends, friends of theirs, people that you see posting things that interest you. It's really endless in today's society. Your Instagram followers, people that you follow on Twitter, they're, authors that you like, speakers that you like. There are so many people out there for us to access. So I'd like you to make a list of your top 10 prospects of people that you think might be able to help you move the needle on your job search, people that you would like to connect with or reconnect with. Obviously, I don't want you to share that list of those names with me and the world today or any day, but I would like you to, in the comments, tell me that you did this exercise and tell me where those people came from in your circle. So if you want to say, a couple of them are neighbors, a couple of them are friends, whatever that may be. And then also, I would like you to identify 1 to 3 groups, organizations, other places that you need to be showing up, hanging out, either online or in person, that could help you move the needle as well to connect with the ideal people. So I would like you to also tell me some of those organizations that you want to join. You don't have to name them by name, even if you don't want to. You can certainly just call it, the Women's Professional Association for Accountants, or whatever. You don't have to even name them, although naming them is certainly nothing wrong with that, because especially if you tag them, they'll see that you're interested in working for them as well. So go ahead and do that if you would today, and I will be so excited to see all of that. And just remember, anybody that you talk to about your job search, be positive and proactive, and those people will be wanting to help you because they'll know that you're a super positive person who knows exactly what they want and how to get it. So have a great rest of the day, and tomorrow we will get on to the next topic, and I look forward to seeing what you guys post. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.